Welcome back to the channel today. Today I'm going to show you how to just really set up the TRX bands if it's something you like to use. So you have your main set of just workout bands right here from TRX. Really the first step is going to be to set your anchor point. So whether you're doing it on the ceiling, I typically do it on my pull-up bar like I have here. Today for demonstration purposes, I'm going to use this bar. You can do it outside as far as on a swing set or around a strong branch. Wherever you set it, make sure it's a sturdy option that won't fall over or anything like that. You see you can kind of get this piece here fairly wide. Obviously you can make some sort of loop yourself if you needed a wider setup for this. So once you find out where you want your anchor point, you can set it up here multiple ways. You can flip this around and connect it here. A lot of the times I will, so however you want to do it, you can actually so the next step, once you have that, you just take your TRX band and you have this option here. So you're just going to snap it in. A lot of the times I'll just snap it to this and be done with it. Just kind of depends. Or if you need a further distance, if the anchor point's a lot higher and you need it to stretch a little more, you can actually use this option. It has little slits of where you kind of clamp in over here, but you can also use that for the TRX. So if you need even a longer option, you can get the TRX to the end of it. Like I said, with my pull-up bar, a lot of the times, just to be more secure, I'll tape it up or clamp it up to that option. So whatever works best for you. That's really the basics, how you set it up. Now let's look at a few things of how to actually utilize it. This is a TRX, basically door anchor. If you have resistance bands, you may also have a door anchor for those. Any type of door anchor you can use off of that. So once you have this, let me grab the TRX. So I have this and it just has a little loop here. So just clip in your TRX, and once you do that, all you have to do is open your door. So I have a shorter closet door here, but it kind of shows. So once you set it up, you don't want to put it by the knob. You want to put it on the inside corner of the door and just close the door. As you get there, you can pull it all the way down to where it's secure and then do your normal TRX workout. So that's how it works. Easy to set up. Now we've seen how to actually set it up to your anchor point, whether that's a branch, a swing set, a pull-up bar like I typically use. You see here I have it set up to my pull-up bar. So once I have that accomplished, usually I have the TRX at full length a lot of the time here in kind of my gym studio. It really depends on the real estate. So if you don't have much room in, say you're doing it in a room, a hotel room, whatever it may be, you can always shorten the length or keep it fully extended like I typically do. Now, I like to keep it around calf length or just kind of calf height when you're set up. That's for different core exercises and things like that. So let's just say, for instance, I want to do a chest press. I typically like it at this length. So I'm set up, everything's even. One thing to point out when you are doing TRX, to make it easier, step your feet up. And this is regardless of just about any exercise. So you step your feet up, it's much easier. You see I'm more vertical right here. And if I want to make it more difficult, just start stepping back. So whatever your strength levels are and your experience with the TRX, you can scoot back or scoot your feet up. So once you're at a decent setting, you can just go in and start doing your chest press. Just control your movement and push up. And like I said, if that's too difficult, step your way up. So there's many exercises that the same type thing applies to it. Now, one thing to keep in mind up here, kind of has like a flat piece. Now my TRX, it is quite a few years old. I've used it a lot. Now This really just indicates that your handles are roughly the same length. Now, if you want to raise it, if you don't have as much room, you have this option here, this little lever. So if you pull on this and take the yellow piece and slide it up, that's how you decrease the arm's length, basically the length of each side. So you just kind of, I typically eyeball it and just get them to the same part. Now, if you want to lower it, say this is too high, I pull on this as well. So I pull this again, pull it, and you see how I pull down right there. So I'm going to make it about like that. So I'm going to take the other one as well. Let's say I want to do some back rows, and maybe I prefer to keep it, you see it's close right there. I may make it a little bit more. So we're roughly even here. It may not be perfect, but once you get set up, it'll be okay. So I can just jump into back rows right here. So once I'm set up, I just pull up. Now once I'm here, like I said, if I want to make it easier, walk my feet up to me, so closer to you, the easier it is. You see this is pretty easy for me. So you can make this pretty easy right here. I typically make it more difficult by just walking my feet down and just squeeze up. So that's the basics of the TRX. You can do that. To make exercise even more difficult, you can do single leg, just to make yourself use your core more and things like that. But the main key points here, you just want to get your height set to where you want to. Make sure it's roughly even here. It's okay if it's a little off. Once you set up, you'll kind of even out. And just, you can adjust the height however you like here. So if you want it there, or if you want to pull it all the way down, you just do it by the levers here. So like I said, depending on the exercise, I keep most of mine here. The only time it's really required to be lower that I would recommend would be on core exercises for things like single leg lunges and core movements as far as abs and things like that. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed today's video on how to set up your TRX bands. Now next week I'm going to continue this theme and actually have a kind of a beginner's workout for you. I'm going to kind of demonstrate a few exercises for you so you could use for a beginner total body workout with these TRX bands. So stay tuned for that. Now if you enjoy my content, whether it's tech or fitness, please like the videos and subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate your support. It means a lot to me. I hope you have a great day. I'll see you next week with that workout.